It's Belizemix.com. Hey, everybody come together. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. It's Saturday. You can feel the energy. Yes, there's a party about to get started. Belize celebrate Caribbean people. It's like a reunion, one big family. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's Belizemix.com. Yeah. Everybody come together. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Express yourself. I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. Tell them I wake up like this. Tell them you wake up like that. On the right side, watch it. On the left side, everybody. Right side, baila. On the left side, baila corosa, baila orange wag, baila cayo. Make we go. On the right side, on the left side. Make I hear you Dangriga, make I hear you Activilla, make I hear you Belize, make I hear you LA. I wake up like this.
And a very pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to a Wake Up Like This live from Little Belize Restaurant upstairs, the Bombay Lounge. Your humble servant Will Johnson inside the mix. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we want to welcome you to the show. We've got plans for you. It's going to be good, with good music, entertainment, and more. We're going to be joined by Queen Lerna in just a few, and all the special guests who are going to be showing up here today. We're inviting you to come on down to the restaurant. It's going to be good. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook. We want to take time out to say good morning here to Barbara Smith, Noreen Cameron, Marcia Cadogan, all the way from Florida. Join us on Facebook. Sarita Garbutt, good morning to you. Good afternoon if it's already afternoon in your area. We're going to get started this beautiful afternoon with some good music. Cher Maria Pinello, Louis Burke, Alan Gotoy, top of the evening to you. Good afternoon. It's called the Chutney Christmas. I want to take time out to say good afternoon here to Alan Gotoy, Idola Betty Konaki, Abraham, Lorna Bailey, Indiana Morales, good afternoon to you. Lorna Smith has joined us. Lorna, where are you? Olympia Gentle, Samus, Lorenzo Velasquez. Shout out to Guilford Harris, Barbara Smith, Rosa Wade, Aloma Smith, the folks in Atlanta. those in New York,
Celebrate together. Chutney Christmas. Chutney Christmas.
in Florida,
Chutney Christmas. We are in a
and those in beautiful Belize. One of my best cameramen is in the house. Yeah, you know the guy? So while so here's the thing, folks. While he take picture of me, I have my camera on him. Mr. Gillett, Clyde Gillett, is in the mix. We're upstairs at Bombay Lounge here at the Belize restaurant. Come on down, let's have fun. I see you, Joseph. Jenny Word, good afternoon to you. Denfield Henderson, Kay Aranda, Jervis Matute, Marie Hall, Yoli Jones. Simon Bullet, Bootsy Rankin, Joyful Joy, Nicola, Stephanie Coleman Murphy, we're saying good afternoon to you. Sheila Gab, Darling, Ando Santos, and all those folks joining us from around the world. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ava, Avita, Rita May Banner, Charles Watson. We're also on YouTube. Woody Woofer. Miss Brenner, good afternoon to you. Ingrid Berry, Leslie Serrano, join us on YouTube. Good afternoon. We already have some guests inside the house. Want to say good morning to them and welcome them. I see they're hanging out with the great David. Planning, conspiracy. Mr. Clyde, how you doing? All right. Hold on to a microphone there, Mr. Clyde. Let's chat a little bit here. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So how are you?
I am excellent this morning. As a Belizean in our community with a rich, vibrant flavor that's continuously grown on a daily basis, which reflects those in our community back home of uplifted people who are using hope and wits to be able to be more successful and strive for a better tomorrow.
So how was 2018 for you?
Well, 2018 was a wonderful year.
Yeah.
It was a year of information gathering. It was a year of realizing the task that is continuously ongoing right now that we are currently doing. Our job is not done yet. In everything that we're doing positive, we are all striving to push a little bit harder, unite a little bit better, collaborate a little bit more, and unify a lot better.
And we're looking forward to a better 2019. As a matter of fact, I want to publicly thank you right now for all you've been doing throughout 2018 and the years before. Every time you go to these events, it's guaranteed the next day we're going to see some beautiful pictures, some excellent pictures. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Aye, man, yeah. So yeah, you've been doing a good job, man. So we thank you so much for your contribution to the Belizean community and all the other communities that you have been working with.
Well, I really appreciate the thank you, and it's an honor to be able to offer my talent towards documenting our continuous journey here in the city of Los Angeles and abroad, outside of Belize, and give a connectivity to our journey in the diaspora of how we are continuing our culture, we are continuing enjoying our favorite foods, we are continuing enjoying our favorite music, we are continuing to grow and further educate our new generation about the treasures about our homeland. So it's an honor to be here, to be able to document these miraculous and super. There's just not a word for it no more. You know, we find ourselves many times finding words to be able to. It's joy. It's a way. This time of the year, this is a way that joy is being expressed in a way of through my photography that is able to change people and bring a smile and offer some memories that we will treasure. So again, for those Belizeans out there, I want to always, for all the Gillets, the Tillets and Dillets, and hopefully we don't have no skillets out there in Belize. I want to send out my love and respect to all those and all our Belizeans in Belize currently right now as in the struggles of creating a better way and a better Belize. So I give thanks to that.
All right, well, we thank you so much, and hey, you continue to do what you do, all right? I'm sure you're blessed. And
I got big plans next year.
You'll continue to be blessed.
Yes, I got big plans next year, so I'm looking forward to this year. I do want to say this 2018 was a very successful year that I was able to contribute in the shoe drop drive that's ongoing here that I'm a part of right there. Me and Mrs. Maureen Gill. We was able to team up with the Dress for Success with Mr. Gillett down there in the law enforcement in Belize City. And it was just a really great year to connect and find out what more we can apply ourselves and where we can put ourselves in a situation we can make a difference.
Right.
Like the radio station here. This radio station has made a difference. It has made a difference in waking people up in the morning. It has made a difference to being reliable to tune in, just like many other up-and-coming broadcasts here in the city of Los Angeles that's giving the information to our homeland and to us here in LA. So I thank you very much, Mr. Will Johnson, for
you're more than welcome. It's
making sure it's happening. We're going to collaborate one day, you know what I'm saying? So you got the big camera right here.
Yeah.
You're a beast right now.
Bring out the big guns.
Yeah. Well, today, Mrs. Lorna, first of all, I want to thank Mrs. Lorna. I woke up like this, and your success throughout the years with this, I wake up like this. I woke up like this, wake up like this.
Yeah.
I woke up like this.
And Little Belize Restaurant.
This morning I woke up like this, but I'm here, but I wake up like this.
Yeah, and we want to thank the Smith sisters, them too, the entire family, the Smith family,
absolutely.
Little Belize Restaurant for hosting us always.
Yes.
And the people who support us always, the fans. Like right now, we have quite a number of folks watching us on Facebook and on YouTube right now simultaneously. So,
what a blessing! What a blessing! This season greeting here, this wonderful anniversary, and this mixer here that brings us all back together to contribute towards 2019 and beyond.
All right.
Have you had any rice and beans this morning?
I'm looking forward to some as soon as I'm done here. I'm looking forward to definitely eating up some rice and beans.
Well, I want to wish everybody in Belize a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Miss Proby in the house.
Oh, Miss Proby just walked in. Oh, yes, Miss Proby is in the house right now. So we have
Miss Elaine is in the house.
It's a good moment here in Belize, right here in the Little Belize Restaurant, Bombay Lounge, right here, 2018.
And then we have Michael Wagner in the house. And the big one, Michael Wagner, who sings the song, I wake up like this, tell them, yeah. And we have the Super David. That's what I call him. The Super David. Yeah.
Wait. Super David?
That's what I call him.
Oh,
that's what I call him.
He has
Super
a new
David.
name now.
Yeah, Super David.
Oh,
yeah,
well, I call him Fitness David. You know?
Oh, Fitness David? Yeah.
Fitness David.
That worked too.
Yeah. He's always on the move and keeping his body and mind right. And so, you know, we are always appreciate his contribution into our community as well, like everyone else here. It's just a good synergy this year to feel good. Next year, let's try to be better at everything good.
Yeah, I do agree.
That's my resolution. I'm going to try everything good that I've been trying to do good and be better at it. Yeah.
All right. So we want to what your final words to the folks in Belize right now watching in the city. What you say to them? I mean, the country of Belize. What you have to say to them?
Myself?
No, yeah, you to the folks in Belize.
Well, to the folks in Belize, to the country of Belize.
Yeah.
I would like to wish you a wonderful holiday season. I've heard that you have some great Christmas festivities in the streets of Belize and some nice Santa Claus gatherings and all these festive and a lot of artists that's been really, really contributing to the joyful upbringing of our communities. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I look forward to 2019 as being prosperous, mindful in many ways, shape, and form, and keep ourselves informed of everything around us going on this time for us to have a continuous. After 2019 is 2020.
That's right.
You know, it's beyond nowadays. So I definitely want to wish everybody that, give them that shout out and love right now. As a Belizean here in America right now, but heart in Belize and trying to do what we can to make sure that we can uplift the hearts in Belize as well along with ourselves. So we look forward to all that spiritual journey right here, Mr. Will. Well,
thank you so much, Mr. Clyde, for your time. And hey, I will stick around, and I know you will be around to keep on doing what you do at your best, which is taking photograph and educating folks and pleasing people, and that smile that you have always, and that friendliness and that mannerism that you have, and it's a whole long list right there.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's not forget to let the audience know that I am a filmmaker.
A filmmaker too, yeah.
I am the 2011 Best Belizean Filmmaker at the Belize International Film Festival with Mitch.
That's right.
So,
way to go.
I started off on that journey, and I took that journey of filmmaking to photography when UCLA purchased my documentary, and now it's housed in the Charles E. Young Research Library forever.
Proud of you, brother. Proud
project, again,
proud.
Within the Shadows of Belize, A Green Day Rises, which talks about the voices that seldomly heard. Okay. So, you know, and it offers me an opportunity when they recognize my photography, and they also inducted the photography in the library. I said, and it allowed me to now go into my community and really represent.
Yes.
So I've been using the tools that's been given to me to enhance the things around us so we can be better.
And I'm very proud of you.
Indeed,
and the rest of the country is proud of you.
Yes. I'm looking forward to now embarking on my film and my part 2 and some other endeavors that I have going on in the city of Belize currently right now.
All right.
Let me not take up too much of your time right now. To all, love is love is love is love. That's what we always say here.
The song say, give me liquor.
Bring all the whiskey.
The dress in red, lady in red.
Bring all the ham. Bring all the jam. Bring all the wild meat. The eating so sweet. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring all the ham. Bring all the jam. Bring all the bunting. Bring all everything. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Muma Muma, would you like to join your sonny? I am over here, happy in this cold, cold country. Darling, for this Christmas, your son will be really jumping. Listen to the call.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What we all will
Good afternoon.
drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, it is Christmas morning.
Drink a rum and a
punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum. Again, Muma, I have invited Jamaica, lovely Antigua, Barbados, even Guyana. It's an invitation for us to spend this occasion. You can just imagine you drinking rum until New Year's evening. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, it is Christmas morning. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum. The fete is planned, bottles of all description, you must understand. Liquor to supply our nation. I have ordered whiskey, punch of creamer, some gin and brandy, lime and tonic water, see-through rum and some angostura. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, it is Christmas morning. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum. On Christmas Day, when Big Ben alarms 6:30, we are on our way to be in this festivity. Later in the evening, we passing through Piccadilly, everybody dancing and singing the same melody. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, it is Christmas morning. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, it is Christmas morning. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum, mama, drink if you drink it. Drink a rum and a punch of creamer. Drink a rum. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Caribbean people, it's Belizemix.com. Watch it. I wake up like this, you wake up like that. I wake up like this, you wake up like that. I wake up like this, you wake up like that. I wake up like this, you wake up like that. Watch it. Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's Belizemix.com. Hey, everybody come together. I wake up like this, you wake up like that.
Well, Queen Lerna, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. My ears are small today.
It shrink over the time.
My ears shrink.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I can't even hold the thing on it.
You can feel the energy. Yes, there's a party.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Talk to the crowd, Queen Lerna.
All right, all right. Looking good, looking good. How you guys doing out there? How y'all doing? Hey, it's a celebration. All right, you guys, good afternoon, good afternoon. And thank you guys for tuning in to the December episode of I Wake Up Like This. Are we ready out there? Are we ready in here? Make some noise. Is this a party or what?
You wake up like that. I wake up like this.
All right.
Express yourself. I wake up like this.
I'm coming around you all. How y'all doing? Hey. All right. Can you guys hear me out there? Is that better? All right, we're going to get this party started. You guys, today's December 15th for our December episode of A Wake Up Like This.
Uh-huh.
How you wake up, You wake up, sir. You wake up, sir. You wake up like. All right. All right, Facebookers, YouTube, go on YouTube. And everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a special day. We have our new Consul General in the house. Our new Consul General in the house. Can you please stand up? Miss Linda Lewis in the house. All right. Okay, we have some doctors in the house. Dr. Paul and Dr. Lambergati. Lambergati. Can you guys please stand up, doctors? All right. Oh my goodness. We're waiting on folks to come, but in the meantime and in between time, let me just go ahead and thank my sponsors. Little Belize Restaurant, of course. Make some noise. Proby's Tax and Accounting. Right, Radio Belizemix. DJ No Side. All right. And of course, Belizean Heritage Association. Miss Verona Burks in the house. And of course, we have some people, some of my favorite guys, photographers. They're not just photographers, but these guys been with me, pushing my show, my pictures, pushing me for many years. Mr. Clyde Gillett, give yourself a big hand. Mr. Raymond Baptist, where are you? Raymond Baptist, where are you? All right, but these are the photographers that keep me documented. I have a lot of pictures that I'm putting together, and you guys gonna see those collages. So I want to thank the Juki crew. Some of them is in the house.
In the house. Let's go.
All right, Punta Town Management in the house. Mr. Michael Wagner is in the building. All right, Elegant Flair members in the house. Dr. Tiz is in the house. And you guys, for the very first time coming to our Belizean community, especially he had Belizean food before, so I got that out of him. But coming here to a wake up like this with his busy schedule, taking time out, is the one and only in the house, Mr. Wallace Hall. Mr. Wallace Hall, you guys gonna hear from him later on. Very, very professional in the entertainment world. All right, so we have a lot to talk about. But in the meantime, let's give me that theme song once again. Let's party, you guys. Woo! All right. I Wake Up Like This by Mr. Michael Wagner. Thank you so much for this theme song. Turn it up, turn it up. Hey.
It's RadioBelizemix.com. Watch it. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that.
How you wake up, Wallace? Hey.
Wake up like that. Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind.
How you wake up, Will?
I always drop out a bit.
Everybody come together. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this.
So Queen Lerna, I was hoping that you would have had on your hat like me, because celebrating 3 years, you need to.
I left my hat.
You need to flip your tassel from one side to the next side.
There you go.
3 years.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we graduated.
All right, guys, here we go.
3 years.
No cuteness today. Here we go. Cover this here.
Tell Queen Lerna
What side we on?
your mind. Tell
3 years.
what's on your
Ready?
mind.
Flip it.
it's ready.
Hey, everybody come together.
Wake up like this.
Ah,
You wake up like that.
yes,
I wake up like this.
that's right.
You wake up like that.
How you wake up?
Wake up like this.
Ah,
You wake up like that. I wake up like this.
get his head.
You wake up like that. On the right side.
Ah,
Watch it.
on the left side. Let's go, Will.
Right side.
Hey,
On the left side.
hey,
Baila color side.
that's right.
Baila orange one.
That's right.
Baila
Woo.
color. Make we go. On the right side. On the left side.
Hey, all right.
Make I hear you activate. Make I hear you feel. Make I hear you
Hey,
I wake up like this.
Welcome once again. Welcome once again. And today, you guys, there's a lot of guests that's been on this platform right here. I interviewed over 200 guests.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. All right, give it up, guys. That's a lot. Okay, and many of them are doing well. Some of them is going to be here and tell us where they've been and their progress since we last saw them. So I want to ask Miss Janet to come on stage real quick. Miss Janice, please. I'm so excited, you guys. I got everybody's name wrong today. Miss Janice, come on down, come on down. We got to get an update. It's been a moment since you've been on this platform. So today we have some guests that's going to give up some great information, but the purpose of this is to mingle with the guests that's been on this show for the past couple of years. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, everybody. This is Janice Longobardi, the other half of Janice and Paul Longobardi, the Stress Busters.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So,
we have been pushing our book on stress and ways of alleviating it, and we get a chance to talk to people, audiences, churches, communities, and as often as we can, we do it because it has been proven that 80% of medical problems are stress related, and so we want people to live longer, happier, more productive, and their best lives.
that's right. So how have that been since our last show?
Oh, we've been busy.
Pretty busy, right?
Yeah, we've been busy, and we have been having a series of, we had 4 series of Facebook Live.
Live, look.
Yeah, and we're asking, audience have been asking for more, so as soon as we could fit it in our schedule, we will do that again.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
And
It's been fun.
this is their first time? That was your first time actually trying the Facebook Live like this?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and you love it so far, right?
Yes, it was very,
It's very
we got a very good response. The responses have been good.
See, from a wake up like this, they got to go to Facebook and do the live thing, you guys. So that's progress. And very busy since our show. And you came on the show that was 2017 or 18? 18. The early part of 18. It's so many guests. So depression, if you guys are out there like myself, there's a lot of undercover depressions going on. These are the people to call. So how can they reach you, Ms. Janice?
Okay, we have easily. The best way to do it is just by texting me 310-703-4126.
And on Facebook, you guys could find them on Facebook also.
Yes.
For those of you guys who don't like texting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. We appreciate you. Huh? You have a question?
Yes.
Hold on. Here you go.
Come on this way.
Can you give the audience a little seasoned greeting advice to deal with some of maybe a couple of small little yings and yangs that normally occurs during the holiday season, to how they can best deal with that? That would be a great thing to leave with this festive year.
Of course. Yes, during this time of the year when we get so busy and caught up with others. We seem to forget ourselves. And then as women, primarily we go and we go and we go. And then we start operating on that little E, one that you see in your gas tank.
Empty?
Absolutely. And then the littlest of nuance gets on your nerve, and some people act out. The thing is to stay focused. Stay on the reason for Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate during this time. Stay focused on that. Look on the bright side. And those negative people, family members that may want to get on your nerve, is just another nuance. So just let it go.
Want you to take a deep breath.
And let it go. You are in charge of your health. Don't give the power to anyone else to let you feel better than you want to feel.
Right.
Or worse than you want to feel. You maintain that positive energy, the positive force. Look at the bright side. And for the naysayers, don't have them invite you to their party.
Great advice. Great advice. You guys got that out there? You got it?
And go into 2019 with a very positive attitude. It's going to be great. There are many tools we can work with. Tools our parents and grandparents didn't have.
All right.
We have them now. And we are going to work it for 2019. So all God's best from Paul and I.
Oh! Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And we will. You guys, one more time. Come on. Give it up one more time for Miss Janice. Come on, Will. Wipe your teeth with it.
As usual, I think Janice captured all the important points. I think that that since holiday times can sometimes be stressful, and I certainly don't want to be the Grinch that steals the holiday spirit, but I think it's important to remember to carve out some time for yourself, even if you have to force yourself to do that, because it's easy to get so wrapped up in everything you're doing for other people and then forget all about yourself, and suddenly you're a stressed out person. So breathing, carving a little time for yourself. I heard the word depression. Sometimes this is a sad time of the year for some people if they've lost loved ones that they're remembering, whether it was this year or some other year. And I think the idea of trying to treasure them, don't sit around in your house and mope. Kind of get out as best you can with other people, family and friends, so that you can not allow this time of year. And as Janice was saying, get rid of any negative mindset. If it's I don't, I have no friends. This is I'm lonely. Again, we can begin to take a step to be unlonely and have some friends, and they're all out there. So have a great holiday season and stay stress free.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Thank you. All right, you guys, we have some more folks that came in the house. Welcome to the December episode and our 3-year anniversary mixer. We're going to hear from some other guests that's been on my show. We have in the house our assistant counsel, is in the house. Look at her, Carol. Are you ready? Are you ready to come say hello? Come on down. Come on down. Miss Proby in the house. All right, she brought you up. We're gonna do this a little bit bigger than this, you guys. In the house today, on a wake up like this, we want to welcome the new Consul General of Belize to Los Angeles. Miss Linda Lewis is here with us. Come on, you guys. Welcome. All right. And we're gonna hear from our Carolyn McKenzie. She's been on the show once before. Welcome back. How you doing? How you been? You've been good? All right.
Been good.
So we're gonna hear from you. You want to introduce yourself, and we're gonna tell the folks, the audience that's listening on Facebook, what's happening at the consulate office. There's a lot of new stuff that's going on, so can you just fill us in real quick?
Good afternoon. My name is Carolyn McKenzie. I'm the Vice Consul at the Consulate of Belize, as you all may know. Been here forever. Would like the first new event that's happening is our new Consul General came on board November 5th. And her name is Mrs. Linda Lewis Brown, and she's our Consul General designate. And she's been doing a fabulous job since starting work.
Really?
So we would like you guys to give her a hearty welcome, and work with us. We want to work with you guys, and we have new things happening there. We changed our consular hours. We're now open to the public only from 10 a.m. to 12, and then 2 to 4 to the public. We open from 9 to 5 regularly, and so that's a new thing that's happening. Another new thing that's happening is that we have new consular IDs. They look really, really nice. They're not the laminated ones anymore. They look almost like the U.S. California ID. Not the same design, but so people that are that do need IDs and cannot get a California ID can give us a call, and the ID is issued like within 15 minutes. So that's a new thing that's happening there as well. We're also trying to do a lot of outreach to the community and the outskirts of California. And so that's what the new Consul General and I will be working on for the new coming year. But I'll let her tell you a little bit more of what we're doing and what she has planned for 2019.
Thank you, Lorna and Belizemix for having me. I'm so happy to be here. And I want to say thank you to Miss Carolyn. You know, she's going to be she's my right hand, and she's my better half of this time and during this job. I want to say I'm looking forward to working with the community, with the Diaspora. We have plans to do several programs next year, and we want everybody to be involved, and we'll reach out to everyone to be able to work with you guys. You know, for us to be successful, we need all our Belizeans to be with us, and our goal is to include everyone. We're open, or like she said, our hours has changed, but our doors are open. Our telephone, my personal telephone is available. I have it on my card. I'm happy to address any issues or that I can help with. And I'm just so honored and looking forward to working with everyone. I want to give a shout out to Mr. York if he's listening. I want to thank him for his service that he had provided over the past 10 years. And
woo, 10 years.
Yes, and I want to say how his service has, as some of you here have knows him, he's worked tireless to work with all the diaspora. He sends his regards to you, Lerna, and said that he wanted to be here today, but he was not able to. And like I see Ms. Lombardi and Mr. Paul here, and all of you that work with the task force, I want to thank you guys for being there, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone.
All right, and give it up, you guys. I would say it's a hard shoes to follow, but I know Linda is tough because, you know, playing all them softball and all them different things. She's a tough one, so that's not difficult for you to follow in his footsteps. So welcome aboard. And there's some questions. Anyone have questions in the audience? Please ask. Can you tell them once again as far as what the Consul General Office is? Because some people are still asking that question. If you know, what do you guys actually service and what do you guys do for them? Some people try to say, you know, they should be getting help from the Consul General Office. Is that what you guys would do, or you guys refer them to something else? You know, so can you just tell them clearly stated?
First and foremost, if you call the office and we cannot assist in any way, we will definitely try to direct you to who can assist you. We do not have the funds to do any funding in any way because we work on a budget. But if you need assistance, that's the reason why we're trying to reach out now to all the NGOs and people that can assist with death or a family member that wants to go home and is broke and stuff like that. We need to get back in contact with the NGOs and have meetings so that when these things happen, we have a number where we can call or give them a number where they can call and get assistance. As far as the general consular activities, it's mainly passport applications, renewal, lost, destroyed, mutilated. We renew those passports. We do consular IDs. We no longer do visas because it's not required, which is a good thing. And we do deportation. We do.
What is that, Will?
It's not a good thing, but we have to work with our the U.S. government in implementing those things, and so it's not a good feeling when you see somebody that you know or a family member or stuff. But work is work, so. Yeah, so those are the stuff that we offer. We do authorizations for bodies to go back to Belize. It's everything. It's a combination of everything. The questions and the concerns that people have, immigration concerns about school, not having a social security card to go back to school. We help people get a TIN number by them bringing in their passport, and we authenticate that passport for them to go to their tax person and get a tax ID number so that they can work, cash their check, or file for a loved one. So it's just across the board. It's just a matter of calling us and asking us, how can we help you? How can you help us to do this or to find out about this? So that's exactly what we're here for.
Okay, and is there any change, any update on your birth certificate if your name is in? Is there any changes in that?
We've had several new happenings which really assisted our office, where we are now connected to the vital statistics unit. We can just go in, punch in our password, and we're in their system. We cannot pull anything from it or give a birth certificate from it, but we can look at it. And that really helps in two ways. Deportation, number one, they really most of them won't give us the information that we need in order to issue a travel document for them to be deported back to Belize. So in the case of a deportee, we can go into the system and see exactly if they are Belizean, their name, everything in there. And with that information, then we can issue a travel document. The other way it's helping tremendously is that we have a lot of Belizeans out here that's been here for like maybe 20, 30 years.
30 years and more.
And they do not have a passport. They don't have a ID.
Right.
They don't have nothing.
Right.
They might only have a birth certificate. You cannot just walk in with a birth certificate, because I can walk in with your birth certificate and say I'm Lerna Smith. So you have to have some proof that you are Lerna Smith by maybe an expired passport, ID, something like that. So if they cannot provide any of those documents, then the vital statistics unit input that we can look at helps, because we can ask questions from that. We can ask, who is your brother? Who is your sister? And with those answers, we can say, okay, this is this person. So it's helping a lot for people that don't really have nothing at all.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big improvement.
Oh, for me it is.
Nice, and that
It
speed
is.
up the time
It does.
spent. Okay, and another question I have for you is, as far as the entertainers, is there anything new on their traveling visa out here to perform or anything like that? Remember, we was having so much issues with that.
I recall last year, the year before, several entertainers from Belize lost their visa for various reasons. We were not involved at all. I think someone spoke to the former Consul General, but I wasn't really involved, so I'm not sure of the details.
Okay.
I really cannot comment on it because I wasn't involved with that.
Okay, and advise guys, because we're still doing it, the council office is there to help you guys, you know, so if there's any problem, any issues, you guys can go talk to them, because there's a lot of us that still don't want to go into the office.
There is a lot of people
and if
that
you
are
guys have
afraid.
any question out there, this is your time to shoot. Question?
Hold on a second, William. Get the microphone so people, the world can hear what you're saying.
Yes.
If your mom and your dad wasn't married,
Excuse me there, Mr. Gillett. There we go.
you have to name in your mother's name now. But all these years growing up, my name is Topsy. Now I have to renew my passport, and on the birth certificate,
It's your mother's name.
Yeah, yeah, that's the issue.
Okay,
So-
is your father alive?
no, none of
Okay.
them are alive.
If your father is not alive, you can come in the office and apply for, we can assist you in applying for a deed poll. What that does is it changes your name from your mother's name to your father's name.
But I never had my mother's name.
Well, your father's name was on your birth certificate?
No, but that's my name.
Okay, so that's not your name.
Well, that's the name they gave me. That's the name
What,
they
Wait, I
gave
know.
me.
whatever name is on your birth certificate, that is your name.
Should have been my name.
No, so your mother's name is your last name. So what you want to do is change it to your father's name. There's two things that could have been done, but your father died. He could have added his name onto your birth certificate, and then you would have had his name. So if he's deceased, now you have to do a deed poll, which changes your name from your mother's name to your father's name. And we can assist you with that at the office.
Do you have any identification in your father's name?
That's all I have.
So that's okay.
That you could use that identification to be able
Apply.
to apply for the deed poll.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, any other question, you guys? This is your time. Get all these question answers.
I would like to make a suggestion, or maybe find out. My name is Clyde Gillette. I'm a member of the community as well, serve. And in planning various organizations or collaborating with various organizations that has ongoing activities in the city that involves the Belizean community, how best is to get a presence from the consulate office to attend some of these events that streams from the city council floor, Caribbean Heritage Day. We also have a Central American Day proclamation as well. These other activities that reinforces our presence in the community. How well best can we have the presence of the Council General Office at these locations at times where they're doing the honoring and they're giving the prestigious awards and the recognition? Is there something we can do to chime in with that?
You just have to reach out. We'll be happy to be there. Like Ms. Caroline has stated before, the goal for our office is to have everyone included. All the NGOs, our plan is to get a list of those organizations, and we're going to reach out and visit everyone, talk with them, see how we can be involved with activities like you just mentioned. And that's our job, is to be involved with our diaspora, and that's our main goal, to make sure that we listen, hear what you're saying, and to find out what we can do. Like she said, there's not a lot that we're able to do, but we may be able to find those people that will be able to assist in helping out to achieve the goals that they want.
Well, I love your mission, and on this side, I will make a note to give ample time of notifications before these events so you guys can calendar it into your schedule if it makes sense. And then we can have a more synergized collaborative efforts at the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gillett, and my next appointment is with you.
Thank you. well, as Gillis,
thank you, Linda. Thank you, Council
As
General.
Gillis go, there's one more thing I have to say, or ask.
Right. We want you guys out there to take advantage. Let them be very, very busy.
Indeed. Indeed.
Take advantage. If you have questions, like you've been having that question a long time. We want people to call the office, visit the office. Let's use them, all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Don't be scared.
Yes. And with that new mission and vision, how can young Belizean, American Belizean collaborate or volunteer their time? We need to have a more involved volunteering to assist your office to be more successful so we all shine in this particular time in the city. How would you offer us a bridge to make that happen?
Well, that is actually one of our missions. That is on our agenda. We've been sitting down together, and that was one of the first things we identified, because we need to get the millennium involved. We find that our heritage are being lost because our children, my children, we don't talk about Belize as much as we should. And when we find that our children find out what Belize has to offer, if they're all excited and they want to become a Belizeans and they want to be naturalized. And so that was one of our first things, because for us to move forward and make a country a better place is to make sure that the Belizean diaspora abroad, the millenniums, our children, our grandchildren become involved, so we could, they could be able to bring their expertise and help people in Belize as well.
All right.
That is a wonderful thing. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the time and effort for you guys to problem solve these things and come up with valid solutions. I look forward to the changes like that.
Any more questions in the house?
I'm sorry, I don't know if I've missed it in that same response you just gave regarding the children. What is the procedure for dual citizenship for, our kids, as you mentioned?
Okay.
Very simple. We no longer offer the service of doing dual citizenship at our office, but you can do it in Belize. It's just a matter of accumulating the information that is required, which would be the birth certificate of the child, the Belizean parent birth certificate, 4 photos, a copy of the U.S. child passport, IDs, and the fee. And that's it.
Okay, that information goes here or to Belize?
That goes to Belize, okay. Yes. And it takes about maybe 3 weeks for the process to take place. And once the certificate is issued, then you can apply for the passport. And there you go.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other question? You got the two people here that any questions you have can be answered. So any other question in the house?
If you don't, then you can call the office and we can help you.
Any other questions, you guys?
I would just like to mention one more thing that's on our agenda for 2019, which is the Green Card Lottery Program. a lot of Belizeans are not taking advantage of this program.
Okay.
And I can be a witness that this program works. My daughter got her green card 4 years ago through this program. She was about to get off my visa because she's old, 25. Mm-hmm. And I put her and my, I used to put her and my husband on it every year, just because. And finally she got hers. So it works, and it's free. It takes like 5 minutes, and it starts from, I think 2 months, October to November, to the end of November, or something like that, but it's free. Please take advantage of it. This is not a hoax, and it's not something that immigration is trying to catch you or know where you live or know where you work. Mm-hmm. They can't do that. So take advantage of that.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
You guys hear that?
That's one of the programs we're going to have this next year. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a workshop on immigration, and one of the section of that workshop, we're going to be available to help to do the application for the lotto. So if you know anyone that is interested, you know, we're going to be sending out email blasts and letting everyone know when we have that on our agenda, but we don't have a specific date when we're planning to have it, but everyone will be informed of the time.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, this is your last chance. They're leaving the desk. One more question out there.
What is the benefit for an American citizen to have dual citizenship, Belizean and American? What's the real benefit?
Dual.
For a Belizean
an adult, not the child, the adult. Yeah. Yeah.
There's several. If you're a naturalized U.S. citizen, right, and you have property in Belize, you have family in Belize, there's a lot of advantages, because when you do transactions in Belize, it's best that you do it as a Belizean national and not as a U.S. citizen for several reasons. Mm-hmm. And the advantages of sending in your home, your goods, or your goods for your business, you get tax write-off, not tax write-off, but you get benefits from going in as a Belizean with those stuff. And so your vehicles, you get benefits from going into Belize with those stuff. Buying land, paying your property taxes, all them stuff, when you apply as a Belizean national, there's advantages. Going in as a U.S. citizen, there's a lot of hassle, I can tell you that much. Okay. So that's one of the advantages. There's many, but that's one of the advantages.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you go in with your U.S. passport to Belize, you only get 30 days. If you go with your Belize passport, you take as long as you want.
All right, so that is it for our Consul General. And that's it? Any more questions, you guys? All right, we're going to sign off right here, and we want to thank you guys once again for coming into a Wake Up Like This house. Thank you. Come on, give it up one more time. Woo! What? Oh, okay.
Come, hey, baby. Come, hey, baby. Come,
right, you guys, there you have it. Don't be afraid to visit our consulate office. They can answer all your questions and all your paperwork needs, okay? Passport, birth certificate, immigration issues. So don't be scared. Use them. Get your question answered, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen in the world, Nicole is in the house, you guys. Come on, Nicole, come say hi to the world. Come on, this is just a free, just a free show. Come on out. No structure right now. We just chatting. Nicole is in the house. Hi, moms. How are you?
Nicole
hey.
Welcome, Nicole.
All right. Welcome, Nicole.
Hey.
How are you?
Fine, and yourself?
Okay. How is that voice today?
Doing well.
Want me to put you on the spot? All right. We'll put her on the spot today, Will. We'll put her on the spot.
Yeah.
Nicole has been on this show also, and she's going to let us know what's been happening in your world after you came on a Wake Up Like This. What's been happening in your world, girl?
So I am putting out a new single December 20th.
Okay.
It'll be on Amazon Store, Amazon Music Store, iTunes, Spotify, and all those different stores. Pandora also. Comes out December 20th. It's called Can't Get Enough. My name is Nicole.
Can't Get Enough. All right. Yes. So do you want to give us a little taste of that?
Sure.
All right. She said yes. Here we go, world. Welcome, Nicole.
Like a blanket in wintertime, I need your arms around mine. 'Cause every day when you're away, my life turns so gray. Oh, 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 oh. Can't get enough of you right now. Can't get enough of you. No, I am so addicted. Can't get enough of you right now. Can't get enough of you. No.
Woo! Give it up.
Thank you.
And make sure you guys go download her. It's already on there, you said, right?
December 20th.
December 20th. Get that in your house for Christmas, just in time for Christmas.
Yes, winter song.
Yeah. So anything else new performing-wise?
I will be performing December 22nd it's at the Paradise Restaurant in Gardena. It's an all-white affair, so I will be singing there. This song, probably this song, or another song, I'm not sure yet. So I will be performing there. So far, that's it.
Yeah, tell them where they can find you, so if they want to go to the show, we know where to go.
My Facebook is nicole.ekim24.
Okay.
Or you can find me just Nicole Elizabeth, and I promote it. You just add me as a friend. Or if you can find me almost anywhere.
Everywhere. All right, guys. This is Nicole, and she's managed by her mom,
Hi,
Ruth.
Mommy.
Hey, Mommy. All right. Who don't know Nicole? And who don't know Ruth in the house? All right. So anybody know Mr. Peters? Yay. This is the granddaughter, and that's the sister right there. All right?
The daughter.
The daughter.
Niece is over there.
Wait, over there. Oh, niece is in the house too. Okay, welcome. All right. Elaine, you have a question.
Give her the mic, will you?
Not a question, actually a statement. I was surfing Facebook and ran across a song with, was it Mr. Peters and yourself? A Christmas song, you guys.
Yes, Christmas Bram.
Christmas Bram?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I played it and it was amazing. So I don't know if you want to tell the folks where to go get that too, but I think it was right on time.
If any of you guys have Mr. Patrick Barrow on Facebook, you can find it up there. Also on my Facebook. And also it's on BelizeWorldMusic.com. You can search it and you can find it there. It's also Mr. Patrick's website, so you should be able to find it there.
It's also on Radio Belizemix.
It's on Radio Belizemix
Okay.
also. We're gonna give you a sample of the original Mr. Peters, legendary. Let's go.
It's that time again for Santa Claus, reindeers and sleigh. It's gonna be a different, very different Christmas without you. But I know wherever you are, drums will be playing, angels will be singing, and accordions be screaming. What a Christmas it'll be in heaven. We'll be missing you on Christmas Day, but I know you're happy. So have a blessed Christmas and a happy New Year. A happy New Year. A happy New Year. A happy New Year. Time has come and gone. Never thought that you would leave so suddenly. But we want you to know Christmas without you will never, never, never be the same. God had plans this Christmas for parade in heaven. White carriages with horses will be leading in the snow. You'll be conducting the band. I know, missing you on Christmas Day, but I know you're happy. So have a blessed Christmas and a happy New Year. A happy New Year. A happy New Year. A happy New Year.
All right, guys. That was from Nicole. She said it's very old. It sounds good though, so it's never old. Okay, that's not what I wanted. A broke down song by Mr. Peters, but we.
He should be on there too.
He should be.
He's on part of the song.
He's on part of that song also, but we can do a little broke down song from Mr. PT, and I'm glad that you're doing so well. Look at you. She's on a move, y'all. Support our artists. Okay, go on her page, find out where she's gonna be next, and support our artists, you guys. 2019, let's do it. Let's come together and support each other. Unity, one love. Appreciate you. Thank you. This is Mr. Peters. Hey.
Rakaya will back, but no one this is like drum. One Christmas morning, some missing up for a while. Rakaya will back, but no one this is like drum. It was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Missy didn't come home, but by 4 o'clock, Missy was by the gate. Rakaya get vexed, and it started to rail with Missy. Missy get vexed, and he put the frack in the neck and he say, you want it, go take him. Oh, you want it, go Sam. Oh, you want it, go take him. Oh, you want it, go Sam. One Christmas
All right,
morning.
guys. All right, we're going back in time. We have some artists, more artists in the house that's been on a Wake Up Like This show. And in the house today, Mr. Lion. Babe.
Yes.
How you doing?
Everything all right. I
What's
hope
been
everybody
happening?
good.
You
And
hope everybody good?
And I hope you're ready for some soca.
Woo! Are you ready for
Yes.
some soca?
Well, I sing out one right about in a little while.
Right about in a little while. Did you guys understand that? So what's been happening since our last show?
Well, you know, I'm just here playing with, well, High Tension I do a couple gig with High Tension, but right now I'm working with BZ Royal.
BZ Royal?
Yeah.
That's another band?
Yeah, that's a band that I'm working with right now, and it's working because every weekend we have something to do. Every weekend.
Any new single? You in the studio working on your own stuff? What's going on with that?
I wanted to let it go for this Christmas, but I didn't like how a couple of them come out. So the plan is for April the 22nd, my birthday.
April 22nd, 2019.
Yeah.
Look out, world. Here
album.
he come.
Yeah, the first album.
First album.
I think I got a couple hits in there because it's a couple songs that my dad write for me. I got some from Daddy Tracy. You know, I get lyrics from different people and some of my own. So I'm looking out for a couple hits.
Okay, you said your dad. Who is in the house that don't know who his dad is? Because we're trying to get this unity of family to know each other. So who knows who his dad is? Come on, you guys might just get a gift. Who? Donkey Man. All right.
Ralph Reynolds.
His name is not Donkey
Mr.
Man anymore.
Ralph Reynolds.
Mr. Reynolds. Right. So that is nice that you're going to use some of his lyrics because he has great lyrics.
He have a lot of songs
that we haven't heard, huh?
Nobody haven't heard. Because when he used to sing it, he's like, when I turn 50, I'm a stop singing, I'm a retire. And one day he called me and he's like, son, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay, Dad, I'm coming over. So I went over there and he's like, I got some, you have a USB? I was like, yes, sir. He gave me some songs that I never heard. So what I did, I take them and I record them over and put them on my album.
Nice.
And it's a lot of hits. A lot of songs, like 30 songs that he have.
That you have now in your position. So are you going to share a few of those with us a little bit later on? Do you have your flash drive? And
I don't have none on me right now.
Or are you just going to just
I'm gonna sing
freestyle? Freestyle right now.
I got some tracks that I'm going to sing some songs. Some of his songs, but I don't have the
Oh, but he don't do tracks, so we just have to do flash drive.
I have my flash drive right there.
Okay, can you grab your flash drive?
Sure.
You say sure. All right, ladies, gentlemen, are you ready? He says sure. So this is gonna be good, you guys. So he's gonna give us a little treat. Welcome, Mr. Belide in the house. Alex, welcome. Whoa, what's happening, cuz, over there? Rita May, looking good there, you. Welcome. Lois, Sister Lo, hey. All right, you guys, we're going to give you a little taste of...
Not so fast, man. I have to put the track in. I'm 15 right now.
It was 15.
I don't know how we do it. Yeah, you know.
That's right, you guys. We're going to have some fun. Don't worry about it, guys. This is just a whatever show. It's called I Wake Up Like Whatever. So this is going to be a whatever we do.
On the spot, no?
On the spot.
Yeah.
All right, so stay tuned. Joe Grind. Coconut. Wow.
We are getting some coconut oil.
Original.
Signature tune.
And later on, we're going to hear from Mr. Michael Wagner in the house. Yvonne, I'm calling you out. Carol, welcome. Who else is there? All right, it's coming up, you guys. But in the meantime, I need you guys to visit my page, I Wake Up Like This. Like it, share it. We're going to push this thing. Radio Belizemix, he got some new hours, so he's going to tell you guys about his new hours. Go tune in. It's some really, really nice music. All right, we want to push this thing and deliver the message.
Okay. I think this is here.
There we go.
I'm gonna have to take them and pull them out here.
Okay.
And then look for coconut water.
Then we ready, you guys.
Hope that coconut got in water.
You guys feel free to snack on stuff that we have out there. Or there's food downstairs, restaurant. If you guys want rice and bean salad and chicken, there's food downstairs.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, world.
Super. We're ready for this? Or at least shake from side to side.
When I got the market this morning, gone buy me coconut. I see one lady selling fried fish right on this spot. She said, Mr. Donkey, where you want to with that? I tell her how you grate it and squeeze it to make fat. She want the coconut oil. I love it from when I was a child. She want the coconut oil. After you squeeze it, you boil it down till it fry. Hit me. Yeah, when I put it in the rice, it tastes so nice. When I put it on the meat, the season complete. When I put it in the bread, the taste gone up in me head. She said, give me the coconut. I make her eat it from the spot. Hear me?
Hold her back.
When I tread it up on the table, she shut on a seafood. I said, darling, I'm making cutter root. When I tread it up with the grater, she said, I will come back later. No, darling, I'm making tableta.
Hey, tableta.
Give me the coconut oil. I want me coconut oil. Give me the coconut oil. I love your greasy style. Give me the coconut oil. I want me coconut oil. Give me the coconut oil. I love your greasy style. Give me the coconut. Give me the coconut. Give me the coconut. I want it on this pot. Give me the coconut oil. Give me the coconut oil. Give me the coconut oil. I love your greasy style.
Hey.
Bring the Joe grind. Bring the Joe grind.
Joe grind, yeah. Hey.
I don't think no Joe grind in here today.
Any Joe grind in the house?
Any Joe grind in your house? Mash it up, mash it up. Oh gosh.
I used to work from 6 to 6. When I step out, no grind step in. I used to work from dusk till dawn. When I step out, no grind step in. Never leave your house after 6. Cause you gonna rub up your pussy, cause very good with mix. And no lie, never leave your house after 6. Cause you gonna match it up, very good with mix. Hear the thing, boy. Mash it up, oh gosh. Oh yes. I went one day, forgot to write something. When I turned back, Joe run under the bed. I used to leave through the front door. When I step out, Joe step in through the back door. Never leave your house after 6. Cause Joe gonna rub up your pussy, got very good with dicks. And no lie, never leave your house after 6. Cause Joe gonna mash it up, very good with dicks.
Yeah.
Bring the thing, boy. Mash it up, oh gosh.
This is the moment, everybody, hold it.
Hey,
hey,
come on,
everybody,
come on,
lose me, 2 for shilling. Juke it.
Yes, I wake up, son.
Let's go, June Laverne.
Yes, man.
Millie,
right.
Millie Tucker.
Are you ready, Mr. Wagner?
Oh,
Get ready here, guys.
Joe grind.
Grind.
What you say up
Joe
there?
grind, you're grinding.
Joe grind.
You're mashing up.
Joe grind.
Under the bed. Joe grind and I mash your head. Joe grind get from out of me yard. Joe grind get from out of me yard. Joe grind when I pull my gun. Joe grind it is time to run. Joe grind jump down the back door. Joe grind jump through the window. Joe grind. Grind. Huh. Joe grind, you're grinding. Joe grind, you're mashing up. Joe grind under the bed. Joe grind might not mash your head. Joe grind get from out of me yard. Joe grind get from out of me yard. Joe grind. Grind. Huh. Yes, man. That's your
right.
Give it up
Yes.
for the line inside the mix, the Lion. Yeah.
Woo! Joe Grind in the house.
Hip hop.
Young Joe Grind.
Now you guys see where he came from. Donkey Man is in the house still. Hey!
The man retire.
He retire.
Take it right away for now.
Take it away. Well, we are so proud of you, and we want to keep pushing you, so keep pushing forward. The sky is the limit. Everyone, one more time, give it up, support our artists. Let's unite, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow. Nice one. What's your
Lion.
name? You say it. You say it, really?
My name is Lion.
And where can they find you, Lion?
Lion Reynolds, Facebook, Instagram, Lion Reynolds, YouTube, Donkey Baby. Donkey Baby. That's the name of the album that I'm bringing out. Donkey Baby. They're not Donkey Man. Donkey Baby. Thank you.
Thank you, baby. All right.
Thank you for a wake up like this. I
There you
wake
go.
up like that.
This.
I wake up like this. Yes, big up.
Thank you so much. Woo! Oh boy. The Love Doc is in the house, you guys. Welcome. All right. Ladies and
I wake up like that.
I want to introduce to you someone in the house right there to give us a message. Mr. Belizemix is in the house. Come on down.
What's on your mind? It's Belizemix.com.
And don't go.
Everybody come together.
I wake up like this.
Hello.
Sir.
Hello. Thank you.
It's Saturday. You can feel the energy.
All
Yes,
right.
there's a party about to get started.
How are you? Welcome back. Don't go nowhere, you guys. We have someone in the house for the very first time that have a lot to tell us about the music industry. So artists, don't go nowhere. Get your questions answered. He will be right on this hot seat in just a few. All right? Ladies, gentlemen, once again, our Belizean journalist is in the house, coming to you live. Woo!
Hey, glad to be here again. Sister Lerner, Brother Will.
Pleasure always having you.
Yes, man. Season greetings to everyone.
How are you? What's new?
It's
in
good.
your
You
world?
know, Belizean Legends is blowing up.
Hey,
we are featuring all the Belizean sports, musical, political, cultural, everything. I mean, I would want to invite Belizeans right away to visit the Belizean Legends Facebook page. Also, we are a documentary series in Belize on Creme Television, where you see the legends of Belize in terms of everything in the past. You know, today we have a rich history of music, culture, sports. We had just seated here today, I was just speaking with her, the legendary Linda Lewis, who is now Belize's new Consul General. Linda Lewis was the star pitcher of the 1974 Central American Games, where Belize won its first ever gold medal. Its first ever gold medal. They had never won a gold medal before. They have been competing in different Olympics and so on. But those women we call the queens of softball.
And there's another lady in the
and,
house
and
too.
there is
Where's she at?
I was just about to,
Where
I
is
saw her
Miss
there, Elaine Smith.
Proby? Where's
Also,
my sister?
Right? A legend was on that 1974 Central American and Caribbean Games softball team that beat the entire Caribbean. And then we had the 1979 softball team that the great Margaret Usher, the legendary Margaret Usher, that beat the greatest team in the entire world, the United States Orlando Rebels, 2-1, classic game in the Pan American Games. Belizeans, these are rich history that you come from a people that was great, that is still great, and that Belize have become a world-class, was a world-class sport arena in those times. Football, we talk about the legends of football, the legends of all the different boxing, David Dacus. Belizean legends chronicle all these people because we have forgotten about them. And they were not properly honored. They were not properly honored. And so what Belizean Legends is doing is that we are documenting the history of all these Belizean greats that once traversed that great country of Belize in the 1960s, 70s. And we want the new generation to see and to understand that you come from great people in all these various aspects. We have to get sports back again.
And there is the lady.
There she is, Elaine Smith, 1974 gold medalist in the Central American Caribbean Games. Big up yourself, gal. Yeah. Big up yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and we talk about our great musical artists. We just lost Jesus Acosta in the professionals. Jesus Acosta, who was the legendary Belizean musical artist that made the band Jesus Acosta and the Professionals. We lost him about a week ago.
Oh.
And so we want to send condolences to the family of Jesus Acosta. We recently lost the legendary Belizean woman, the greatest philanthropist, Jane Usher, who last year turned 100 years old and just recently passed this year. The one of Belize's master of social engineering, the lady that was there for the poor of Belize in terms of creating loans and small, what you call microloans and interest low economic programs for the struggling Belizean poor, and continue to have done that today. Holy Redeemer Credit Union has become a great institution for the Belizean people, the masses of the Belizean people who are greatly marginalized and disenfranchised today in their own country. We want to champion that great lady, and she passed away a couple of days ago, and say big up. And she was also the sister of the legendary George Cadle Price, the longest reigning Belize Prime Minister of that country.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
There's a lot of people, we need to know our history.
Right.
Because if we do not know our history, and we have people outside of our country who knows our history better than us, that's not a good thing. So I'm encouraged Belizeans at home and abroad to visit the Belizean Legends page on Facebook and read up about your great history that you have had.
Right,
in the past.
and with your Belizean legend, they can also see it in Belize on a regular.
Very much.
station.
We
Can you
also
tell us
have the
about that?
television show, Belizean Legends, a
Television
television show, which is on Creme Television that comes on. We feature Creme Television feature at least 2 documentaries on Belizean Legends every week.
Oh,
right.
Well, I was lucky, huh? Because I was on it.
Right here. Lerner Smith, who came from the elegant flair dancers of the 1980s. She's been dancing ever since. This young lady here comes out of a dynamic Belizean creative process in Los Angeles, in the diaspora. And we want to say we champion the diaspora because Belizeans in the diaspora are getting forgotten. We are getting pushed aside, and we are being told that you don't really matter, right? Because you left. And our rights are being taken away from us, and that's one of the things I want to say today. Belizeans, there is this need to vote in the 2019, April 10, 2019 referendum that will decide by the Belizean people. You are part of that electorate. You are a natural-born Belizean. There is no reason why you should not be voting in all of Belize elections. And I just recently spoke just now with the new Consul General,
Right.
Linda Lewis,
Linda Lewis.
who says we need to open this thing up. We need to collaborate, and we need to get this news out to Belizeans, that it is very important that you participate next year in the April 10, 2019 referendum election that will decide whether the Anglo-Guatemalan claim of Belize, these people continue to press their claim to our country, whether it will go to the International Court of Justice. And there is a big debate going on right now in terms of those people who feel that the International Court of Justice will be the right place to go to end this claim. And then there are certain people who believe that the International Court of Justice cannot be trusted because it has not ruled in the favor of weaker nations like Belize. And so there is this debate. The Belize government at the time, presently, is conducting what they call an educational campaign, where you can hear both sides of the argument. But you out here in the diaspora, you have been shut out because the re-registration process that began on July 1st of this year, Belizeans who live abroad are not allowed to have re-registered. And even if you go home to Belize to try to vote in that election, you did not re-register on July 1st. So you are off the voters' registration list. You cannot vote in the April 10th, 2019 next year referendum to decide whether your country will be there or not. And that's not fair. We are saying that the Barrow administration, and we have lobbied the Prime Minister of Belize. We have had meetings with him to say, you need to change the law that will allow Belizeans in the diaspora who are natural-born Belizeans to vote. Because check this out. He has allowed, his government has allowed Guatemalan naturalized citizens to re-register in the July 1st, but he has rejected Belizeans abroad who are natural-born. The Constitution of Belize says that no Guatemalan, no matter if they have become citizens, they cannot even become citizens of Belize. Why are these people becoming citizens of Belize? Because the Constitution says that no country that claimed the country of Belize, their people cannot become citizens of Belize. But yet the Guatemalans have become citizens, and now they are re-registering to vote.
Oh, wow.
And we, the natural-born Belizeans in the diaspora abroad, we are not allowed.
Okay.
That is not fair.
Okay.
How can you give a people who the Constitution has rejected them becoming citizens, who their country claimed the country of Belize, but yet you have re-registered them on July 1st, and they are being re-registering as we speak. The re-registration process ends in March of next year, just 1 month before the referendum election. And still the Barrow administration has not done anything to open up the door for Belizeans to vote by proxy through all the Consul General office. I would hope that now that we have a sister like Linda Lewis,
just mentioned,
that will be able to, that has just approached me and says, we need to get to our people. And I know she wants to talk about this.
Okay.
Because she's very much not in tune in terms of what is going on in this Belizean community. Okay. She has not been that involved. And so I need to bring her up to par in terms of what is going on and to help her to reach out and get this message out to you, the Belizeans, both of you who are listening here And those of you who are listening online to Radio Belizemix, Wake Up Like This very dynamic Belizean show. Wake Up Like This is the only thing we have right now. Years ago in the 80s, between 1986 and 1996.
And Radio Belizemix, of course.
And Radio Belizemix. Did I say Radio Belizemix? Radio Belizemix is the only, I meant to say Radio Belizemix is the only Belizean forum right now that we have that is getting out news to the people. We have to big up, here's a legend here himself, Will Johnson.
Come on, you guys, bring it up.
This brother is so humble, you don't like the kind of accolades, but I'm always telling people, this is, I call him the genius.
Right.
Because this is not easy to do. I'm a broadcast journalist, and I produced the show Belize Caribbean Pulse for 10 years on KPFK between 1986 and 1996 on KPFK. And we had a large listening audience. Many people remember that show, right? Yeah. Now, after that show was canceled, we wanted to get our own radio station. But along came Will Johnson with micro radio, internet radio, that created that void. He filled that void. And this is the reason why I could come up here today and educate our people and say to you all, this is what is going on at home. And you get everything on Radio Belizemix. News, views, and reviews. And music, of course.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manlon. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Right?
Let's keep the radio station going and a Wake Up Like This going.
And a Wake Up Like This. This is why I'm on here. I am on a Wake Up Like This right now. I didn't have no... Look, I am representing right now today the Belize citizens abroad who have asked me, Bilal, can you go? We are having a petition.
Oh, okay.
Right? To have... we have a recent thing where the opposition party, Karim Musa, from the People's United Party, have set up a bill to allow Belizeans to vote in the 2019 referendum.
Okay.
And the bill is complete. And he has been able to get the bill to go in, but the Prime Minister said that in the last House meeting, they were not ready for the bill, so in the next House meeting, they will be ready. Before March comes next year, we want to get all Belizeans in the diaspora abroad to be able to vote in that referendum. Not only in that referendum, we want to get your rights restored back again to vote in all elections.
That's right.
By proxy.
By proxy.
It can be done. Both the Esquivel administration, the Price administration has said in the past, we have been pushing this in the 1980s. Oh, it can't work. It's too much corruption. You're going to corrupt the Belize electoral process. No, it can't work. Americans vote by proxy all over the world, wherever they are. They are Americans, the American naturalized Belizean citizens in Belize that still vote in their country's election. This is a new age of technology.
That's right.
Where all these consul general offices that are out here in the United States should have the ballot, where all Belizeans should be able to vote in all general elections, all municipal elections, and most of all, this one that will decide if Belize is going to be there tomorrow, come April 10, 2019.
Very
Belizeans,
important.
you must vote. And I have a physical petition here. The Belize, I am representing today the Belize Citizens Abroad, who is a Belizean diaspora organization that has set up a petition with what Karim Musa from the opposition party has been able to table a bill. And so they are asking that Belizeans go on their page on Facebook, which is called Belizean Citizens Abroad. The petition is there. You can fill it out online and submit it to say, it says here the petition is saying, petition supporting all Belizeans' right to vote in the ICJ referenda. I, such and such, your name registered in the electoral division, whichever division you have registered in Belize. If you remember that division that you voted when you lived there.
There was a division?
Yes, you have to make sure, they see various
I hope they remember that.
Right? But most of all, if you don't even remember your division, that's not important here.
Okay.
Just fill the petition out online and it says support the private bill initiative by Belizean citizens abroad that will allow members of the diaspora to register to vote and to vote in the ICJ referenda to be held on April 10, 2019. You sign your name, you date it, and you submit it online. Belizeans who are listening across the United States or across the world to Radio Belizemix and a Wake Up Like This, This is an alert to you that you have a chance before March comes at the end of the re-registration process
So can
to
you
register.
tell them the online, where they could go online again, please?
Go to Belizean Citizens Abroad and find the petition. The petition is right there on the page. As soon as you go to Facebook, go to Belizean Citizens Abroad. Their page is right there, and you will see the petition. It's an online petition where you can fill it out and submit it.
Very important.
And it's a petition that Karim Musa needs to back up the bill that will go to the House, the next sitting of the House, to allow the borough administration to open up that door to get you registered so that you can participate in the April 10, 2019 referenda that will be happening on the...
That's some major information, you guys. Major information. And that is the reason for I Wake Up Like This. We bring you, we educate you, we bring you information, we have fun, we bring you the artists, we do this, we do that, we roll over out the bed. All right, so this is very valid information that is needed, you guys. So we hope that everyone go online, register, so that we can all vote. I want to vote. Don't you?
Right. Aren't you all want to vote in here?
Don't you guys want to vote?
And children of Belizean parents
and
are also citizens that are
how
allowed
many
to vote,
Belizean
right?
out here just in Los Angeles alone that we can make a difference if we can vote? Can you tell them, please?
The difference that we can make.
The Belizeans, the amount of Belizeans we have.
Look here.
And the difference we can
The
make.
problem is the power of the diaspora. The Belizean diaspora learner is a powerful diaspora. And if the Belizean diaspora can come together and support in terms of everything in Belize.
Yes.
Belizeans send home what?
A lot.
This is about $41 million a year.
A lot.
I remember when the Esquivel administration was in, it was at 21. Now it has grown significantly. You are paying taxes. You are contributing to currency exchange in that country. You are keeping that country afloat. The amount of monies that Belizeans send abroad is bigger than the budget of Belize City itself. It's bigger than the budget from central government. So they need us. We cannot be pushed in a side or pushed in the corner and says they don't matter and marginalized and disenfranchised because we have helped the economy of Belize from the 1950s.
Right.
And there is a Belizean sociologist, Dr. Jerome Strachan, who have said it goes beyond that. From 1919, Belizeans have migrated and have been contributing. Before Hurricane Hattie, where the mass migration of Belizeans left that country.
Wow.
To come to the United States. The United States government opened up the door for Belizeans to come to the United States. Before 1961 hurricane, 1931 hurricane that was devastating, destroyed that whole country. Belizeans have been contributing to the development of the country.
All right, you guys. Wow. You guys see how much information this gentleman right here have in him? What amount? Oh, the amount of Belizeans just here in Los Angeles. We have
in the Los Angeles County itself 80,000 Belizeans strong.
Strong?
Just in the Los Angeles County. Can you imagine the diaspora in the entire Belizeans abroad? Chicago, New York, Florida, Dallas, Texas. All over. Belizeans are all in Alaska, England, London, UK,
worldwide.
Africa, worldwide. Can you imagine the power of that diaspora? This is the age of the diaspora where countries all over the world are banking in the diaspora to develop their country. You don't reject your diaspora, you embrace it.
Embrace.
And give it its rights, its natural born rights. You don't take it away. Which government is going to take away their natural born Belizean rights from them and give it to a naturalized country that claims your country? And put candidates up for vying for political office who are Guatemalans that are not even allowed, constitutionally banned. They cannot, and they are now vying for political office in Belize. Which country would want to do something like that? That's craziness, man. You know what I'm saying? You're giving away your country. So we want to send a serious message to the political powers that be, the centers of power, that, hey, dude, wake up. How can you be marginalizing your diaspora while you embrace a people who come from a country that claim your own?
Oh, wow.
Anybody in the world that hears that will say, all over the world, any leaders or any other country say, are you crazy? What's wrong with your government? Right? So we just want to make that very clear that you are very important out here. You need to stand up. You need to assert yourselves.
Right.
We are, the Congresswoman Karen Bass said to me personally, Karen Bass, who represent most of these districts where Belizeans reside in the United States. She says, the Belizeans are the largest black immigrant group.
Wow.
In Los Angeles. Did you hear what I just said? She said that you are, I said, how you know that? He said, because they vote for me in my constituency. So you see the power you have, but you don't understand the power you have. He said, but why aren't you leading the black immigrant group? I said, well, who's leading? He says, it is the Nigerians and the Ethiopians. He said, where are you people? He said, I want to speak to your people.
Okay, well, can you invite her on a Wake Up Like This to come speak to our people?
Very much so. No, with our Consul General Linda Lewis in the seat. We could hopefully get Karen Bass to come and to let us know the power of what you all are and what you could exert on your own country back home, right?
Okay, okay. And if you guys have any other question on what's happening on this ICJ issues, you guys can call and mingle with Mr. Belay Morris right here. He got.
I'll pass out a copy to each to people. I brought some physical copies, not much, but if you don't get a copy to sign, I will advise you to go to the website, go to the Belizean Citizens Abroad, very, very dynamic Belizean non-profit organization that is pushing this issue, headed by Aria Lightfoot, Hubert Pipersberg, Joseph Guerrero, Belizeans Abroad. And fill out submit the form, the petition. We need your voice.
Okay.
Right? Even if you don't do it here today physically, go online on Facebook and find Belizean Citizens Abroad, and the petition is there. Fill it out and send it in. Thank you so much,
All right,
everybody.
thank you guys. Give him a big hand, please. Woo! Wow. Full of information. Man. Yeah. Send some shout outs. We got some more musicians in the house. We have some more artists in the house. You guys, before we bring up the artists, I have some, we got some snacks on there. I got some rum popo and some champagne that you guys, come on, Michael Wagner. Come on, Michael Wagner. Online. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, world, we're bringing you some great information, some music, and look who is in the house. Look who is in the house.
Who is in the building?
You guys want some rum popo? Yeah,
Make sure I get a rum popo.
All right.
You know,
okay,
greetings to everyone. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. The one that's responsible for my theme song.
Huh?
All right. The one and only.
Hey. Here we go. Let's go learn quick.
You can get up if you want. In this house.
Stays in this house. Leave it in the house. Stays in this house. Leave it in the house. No gossip. Huh? No gossip. Hey. No gossip. No gossip. Hey. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. Huh? No gossip everybody about what you see in the house. Hey, girl ain't getting all naughty, looking for somebody, whining on somebody, huh? Grinding on somebody. What you say?
Come on, y'all, it's party time.
I'm in this house, stays in this house.
Say what?
I'm in this house, leave it in the house. When I'm in this house, stays in this house. When I'm in this house, leave it in the house. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip.
Hey!
Man, away your gal them. You better hold on to your gal them. Cause Quickie in the house.
What you say, Carol? Carol!
Them gal them gossip about them spouse. Listen. Joe Grind in the house.
Hey!
Big Willie in the house.
Hey!
See how that? Daddy in the house.
Hey!
No man can't find them spouse.
Say what?
What you say?
Gossip.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. See that? Ah.
Come on, Miss Janice.
Oh.
Look how Miss Janice said, ah.
When I'm in this house, stays in this house. When I'm in this house, leave it in the house. When I'm in this house,
come on, Elaine.
Stays in this house.
Come on, Lord.
When I'm in this house.
How you doing back there?
Leave it in the house.
Hey.
No gossip.
Hey, Butsy.
No gossip.
Hey.
No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip.
Hey.
I went down to Miami.
Hey.
Dancing in this party.
Hey. That's right, that's right.
I fuck up my best friend lady.
Hey.
Locking lips with somebody.
Hey.
But that's not the business. Leave it in the house.
Woo!
I didn't see nobody.
Say what?
Ladies.
Huh.
Well, just them sexy ladies.
What
What you
say?
say? Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh,
Take it
when
down, everyone.
I'm in this house,
Go say hi, Mike.
stays in this house.
Go over there, go
when
say hi.
I'm in this
Hey.
house, leave it in the house.
What
When
you say in the
I'm
house?
in this house,
Hey.
stays in this house.
That's right.
When I'm in this house, leave it in the
Hey.
house.
No gossip. Hey.
No gossip. No gossip. No gossip. No gossip.
Hey.
No gossip.
That's right, that's right.
No gossip.
Hey.
No gossip.
Say what?
Hey.
Hey.
What happened, ladies?
In this house.
In a radio Belizemix.
In this house.
And you wake up like this.
In this house.
In a little Belize, what happened?
In this house.
Hey, hey, hey. What happened?
In this house.
What happened?
In this house.
In a radio Belizemix. What happened?
In this house.
I wake up like this. What happened?
In this house.
Ladies, Carol, what happened?
In this house.
Yvonne, what happened?
In this house.
Mr. Lion, what happened?
In this house.
Carolina, the house, what happened?
In this house.
What happened?
In this house.
What happened?
In this house.
In Little Belize, what happened?
In this house.
Radio Belizemix, what happened?
In this house.
Will Johnson says so, what happened?
In this house.
Queen Lerner says so, what happened?
In this house.
What happened?
In this
house. Here we go. Ladies, somebody scream.
Look good. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hey. Elaine.
Hey.
Walking up and down the street.
Hey.
In this tropical heat. It's carnival time. Big truck passing by. Whine it, gal, whine it, gal. Whine it, gal, let me see you, gal.
Hey.
She Back it up. Lift it up. Pick it up. Drop it. Wine for me, little darling. And you're looking real sexy. Hey. Wine for me, little darling. Bring your body a little closer. Hey. I see a Rita. Ooh, sexy lady.
Hey.
Driving me crazy. Wine for me, baby.
Wine, baby, wine.
Me number one girl.
Wine, baby, wine.
They can't take your place.
Wine, baby, wine.
Set me number one girl.
Wine, baby, wine.
The mic.
Wine, baby, wine. Go this way, lion. This way. Wine, baby, wine. Wine, baby, wine. Wine, baby, wine.
Wine, baby, wine.
Wine, baby, wine. Somebody sing out. Wine, baby, wine. Wine, baby, wine.
Wine, baby, wine.
Elaine, wine. I see how Elaine.
Wine,
in the
baby,
building.
Wine, baby, wine.
Sing it, yeah.
Wine, baby, wine.
Hey. Wine, baby, wine. Woo. Huh.
Wine, baby, wine.
Ooh, sexy lady.
That's
Wine,
right.
baby, wine.
Driving me crazy.
Wine, baby, wine.
Wine for me, baby.
Wine, baby, wine.
One girl.
Wine, baby, wine.
Belizean girl wine.
Hey.
LA girls wine. Curacao wine. Orange walk wine.
Hey.
Wine, baby, wine.
Wine, baby, wine.
Somebody sing out. Wine, baby, wine. Ladies. Wine, baby, wine. 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 Big up Nicole inside the building.
Wine, baby, wine.
Thank you, thank you.
Wine, baby, wine.
Nicole inside the building.
Okay, Michael, we got you going.
Soca hit me.
Don't go yet until he come on. He coming on right now.
Soca hit me. When soca hit me. The trouble starts, you know. Just party. Just party. When you're back against the wall. Don't want no fuss to talk. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Feel it hot, hot. Need a shot, shot. Party. Hey, party. Girls and hot, hot. Party, pop, pop. Need a shotty. Need a shotty. Hey, when soca hit me.
When soca hit me. Party time. Party time. When soca hit me. Hey,
when soca hit me.
I wake up like this. Celebration, y'all. Don't forget your rum popo. Don't leave. Get some champagne. That's right.
Hey.
All right. Can I get some napkins over here?
Shot, shot. I want to party. Party. Girls and hot, hot. And party, pop, pop. I need a shotty. need a shawty. When soca hit me, when soca hit me. No, party time, party time. When soca hit me, when soca hit me. Party time, party time.
Woo, woo. Alrighty then. Hey, 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 hey.
Good time, we having a nice time at the right time. Oh yeah, we having a good time.
Having a nice time.
Soca hit me.
Hey, what you say?
Soca hit me.
Soca hit me.
When soca hit me, it's party time, party time. When soca hit me, when soca hit me, no, it's party
All right, guys.
Party
The
time.
one and only Mr. Michael Wagner.
Oh yeah.
Give it up,
Oh,
Mama.
yeah,
Make some
yeah.
noise up in here.
Thank you.
I need a lot
Thank
of
you.
noise. One more time. Make some noise. That's
Ma-
what I'm talking about.
Make sure you go download my song, man, on iTunes, YouTube.
There you go.
Please check my music out. You like that, right? I've been
All right.
That'll work.
The one responsible for
Yeah,
I
thank
Wake
you,
Up
folks.
Like This. We're going to
Wake
say,
up like-
give a little shout out to the folks
I wake
online.
up like this.
We give a little shout out. Yvette Smith, welcome, welcome. You want to do it, Mr. Johnson? I love his voice.
All right, we want to
Come
say
on, let's say-
please good afternoon here to Linda Dawson, also to Consulate Burgers, Maria Berotte, we got Nicole, we got Yvette Smith, we got on in the house right now we have Cherry Pinello, we have Julie Verne Topsy, Rita Mebana, we have Mr. Glenn Sabaranis, we have
That's
Millie
right.
Tucker. Oh my goodness, it's all in the house, and all the rest of the folks want to wish you so much. I want to thank you so much. And in the building, I have beside me Queen Lerna. Put your hands together for Queen Lerna,
Yeah.
the host of I Wake Up Like This.
Hey, Will, and
right
Queen Lerner.
right beside me, we have the one and only Michael.
You guys, I want
Wagner.
to give a shout out to my daughter, Brianna Bood, who is watching from home. And she's responsible for a lot of me, pushing me to continue doing what I do. And I'm pushing her right now. She have a YouTube channel that she just started. Go on there for me. It's called Hey Bree B. Hey Bree B. Go on her YouTube channel, and she's posting stuff on there right now. But visit her YouTube channel and subscribe. All right? So
Okay.
we want to take you back to Mr. Wagner here and ask him a few questions as far as he got all kinds of green on
How
him.
many years you guys been doing the show now? Wake Up Like This.
Three.
I wake up like this.
make 3 years, right?
It's like three plus because I was congratulating, appreciating folks online before we hooked up with Mr. Johnson and got on the radio.
I just want to say congrats to you guys, man. Keep up the good work. The
Thank
show
you,
been
thank you.
dynamite.
Right.
Super good. Keep the show up, man.
And
Keep the
before
good
you
work.
leave, because I know you're running out,
Yeah.
but I'm going to bring up Wallace Hall before
know
you
Wallace,
leave if you
yeah.
have some questions. And also you have a special, we just have a lot of fun, you guys, but I Wake Up Like This is everything in one. You have a basket of a lot of stuff going on. We try to fit it all in one basket. So can I get you guys' attention, please? I have a special announcement to make, and this is a very urgent matter. So go ahead, Mike.
This is very urgent. I mean, it's not the time. It's not you guys' problem. It's not.
It's not the time, but we're going to get it out
It's not the time.
there.
I just want to make it quick and short because we got Mr. Wallace in the house. He's coming up next, and I'm just going to make it brief and short. But my brother, I just found out that my brother lost his 2 kidneys, my twin brother.
Mark Wagner.
Lives in New York, so he's looking for a donor. So if anybody can help out in any ways, I'll really appreciate that.
Maybe we could talk to the doctor over there to see if he has some suggestions.
Yeah, maybe doctor have some kind of
and stuff that we can.
Something that could help out. But
Yes,
you know, my brother, he's a very spiritual person. I mean, most of my family are spiritual people. So I think we will overcome it with God. You know, God on our side, and just keep him in your praise for me.
Praise out, everybody.
He lost both kidneys, and he's just 56 years old, so it's pretty tough.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you guys, if you guys have any information,
And
please
he worship every Sunday in church. Every Sunday he sings his heart out for the church.
Please contact Michael Wagner with any information, any
So I'm on
help.
Facebook, Michael Wagner, look me up, tag me, whatever. Yeah, we stay in touch. All right, bless.
And thank you for warming up these feet.
Peace and love, yeah.
I wake up like this with Michael Wagner. How you wake up, Michael?
I wake up like this.
Ay, ay, ay. Tell them.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
All right,
gosh.
have a good one,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
God bless.
All right, guys, we're going to play the theme song. We're going to bring up, for the very first time in our community, Mr. Wallace Hall, Miss Proby, and Miss Proby. We're going to bring you up also, my co-host. Wallace first.
Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's Belizemix.com. Hey, everybody come together. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this.
All right, guys, we are back. We are back with more and more. In the house, we have Mr. Bootsy Rankin. And Mr. Marcus B is in the house. Marcus B in the house. Welcome. Mr. Gordon in the house. Welcome. I saw Mr. Phil Smart, legendary Mr. Smart. Where are you?
Clifton Lewis is in the house too. Clifton.
The Love Doc is in the
Love Doc.
house.
Welcome, Doc.
All right.
Mr. Sabranis.
Mr. Serranos, and give me your name with the white hat right there. Yes. Welcome, everybody. So I don't left no one out. Oh, guess who is in the house also? Introduce yourself again, Mommy. Cynthia Lewis. The Garifuna Museum, that's still open, right? Okay, I'm going to give you a minute so you can come on this hot seat. Walking in the house is Mr. Ferran. He looked like he just run a mile. He's sweating. He's like, I got to get there. I got to get there. Hey, friend. All right, so we have some folks from the Cancer Society in the house also, Corazal branch. And on the hot seat, we have Mr. Can I get you guys' attention right now? We have Mr. Wallace Hall, who is going to introduce himself to you. And Mr. Wallace Hall have over 15 years experience in the music industry. And he is also a songwriter and a singer. You didn't think I knew that, huh?
Background vocalist. Background vocalist.
He's a background vocalist, but he get in the front also. So, Ms. Proby, can you help me introduce Mr. Wallace a little better?
Can I say something first?
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say it's an honor to be here on your program, Queen Lorna, and DJ Will. I'm happy to be here. And in celebration of the 3 years, I'm going to turn the test.
Oh, yeah! Here, Ms. Proby.
Oh, okay. I got to turn mine.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Here we
Give
go,
it up,
here we go.
Put it up, give it high, put it up. That's right.
Everybody, here we go. We're gonna switch it. Hold it one more time. Here we go, here we go. Everybody say it together. I wake up like this. 1, 2, 3. I wake up like this. How you wake up? What is that? All right. So, Mr. Wallace, Elaine, do you have anything to say before we get him speaking?
No, you did it. So Wallace will tell the people
right. That's why I
a little
wanted
bit
to make
more
sure
about
you
the
get
music
it.
stuff, and then I'll, have some questions, because one of the things we wanted to do here, as we talked about, is educating.
Yes.
And we are so impartial to the music business which this show, I mean, we cater a lot to the music business and we're very impartial to that. So we would like to make sure that all of our artists and musicians are well educated with their music. We know it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time, a lot of creativity, and a lot of dedication to even come up with one song. So it's a lot. So we just want to make sure that they're utilizing their efforts properly and make sure that they monetize it and everything else as well. And, you know, just become an international fame.
Right.
If you will.
Yes.
So we'd like to see, you know, if there's anything you can render along those lines, that would help us out a lot.
Okay, well, my name is Wallace Hall, and I'm the executive director and founder of the Live the Dream Tour Foundation. And what we do is we use music as a tool to bring communities together and promote cultural diversity and unify people in various communities around the country. We have several programs that we are working with in our foundation, one of which is the Jam It Out program, which works in local communities with people that may be accountants or housekeepers or trash collectors, but on the side they do music. And we bring them together to use the language of music, which is universal, that everybody understands. It doesn't matter what your background is, we all speak that language. So we use that to bring communities together and to speak with at-risk youth, to keep people out of trouble, to work with families and do community music making. That's one of our programs. And one of the other programs that we have is called the Live the Dream Tour Concert Series. And right now that'll be starting in 2019 with a set of artists, Melba Moore, the Silvers, and Nicole. And we're going to be going around the country promoting these concerts and providing funds for community programs in each area that we visit. And I'm working on another program as well with Wanda Durant. We're going to be doing something musically for children in schools. I can't really speak about it at this point right now, but it will be a recording project for children in schools, and I'm working once again with Wanda Durant on that project. So I'm really excited about what we have coming forward in 2019, and I'd like to work with the entire community all over Los Angeles as well with anything that I can do to help bring communities together, because in times like these, you know, I can't really speak on it, but you all know what I'm talking about. In times like these, we have to bring ourselves together because we don't want to be divided as we see people are being divided these days. So it's really important that we use music to do that and to bring people together and not separate people.
Right.
Awesome. So, you know, I'm very excited about all of the various programs that you have, and I want to emphasize and encourage all of our Belizean artists and entertainers to get involved with some of the charity and some of those programs as well. I think it's a great platform for you guys to display your art and, you know, your music and everything. So it's an awesome idea to get involved with some of these non-profit tours, and, you know, like you mentioned, the program that we talked about, maybe having one here too, the Jam It Up program. Yes. So you guys just, you know, get involved in some of this stuff and then do it as well. It's not always about, I'm gonna go have a show myself, but I get involved with a non-profit community tour as well as the Jam It Up program, which will help and bring the community together and help the at-risk youth as well. So I think that's an excellent thing.
Thank you.
And so I want to encourage our Belizean artists to get involved.
And the artists that I've seen here today are magnificent. I mean, I was thoroughly surprised. I didn't expect it at all, and everybody was amazing. And I do believe we can do a lot of things together as a community to bring people together.
Great.
And to promote your careers as well. So, yeah.
Right. All right. And we're gonna be taking some questions from the artists, so he can answer any questions you may have. Can you tell them a little bit as far as the journey within that music world, by the registration of their music, and make sure all these things are in place and all that?
Well, first of all, I'd like to make sure that everyone is signed with their ASCAP or BMI to collect your royalties, because collecting royalties is a arduous task, and they do a magnificent job of getting that done for you. Plus, they provide accounting online that you can check and make sure when your royalties are coming, how much you're going to be getting, and when they're going to be distributed. Other things that I'd like to mention are that I'm a NARIS voting member, which is the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, the Grammys. And as a voting member, we recently worked in Washington, D.C. with Congress to get a bill passed to make sure that we can collect our funds from streaming services like Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Rhapsody, any of the streaming services. I mean, because honestly, they pay fractions of a penny per stream. So we have to be very diligent about where our music is going and how the funds are being collected and making sure that you're receiving what you should be receiving. Because today, it's no longer physical record sales that make you make an income for yourselves. You have to be on top of every single platform, and being part of ASCAP or BMI will definitely help you in that area. But be very, very diligent about how you distribute, where you distribute, and who you're working with to get the distribution done. Because sometimes they want to take a portion or a percentage of that distribution too. So you have to be very, very careful with the contracts that you may sign, in particular with those streaming services.
Any question on that particular subject? Elaine, can you pass the mic to?
You mentioned a very interesting word that is very profound in the industry and above all in daily life, contract. A lot of people are not comfortable with paperwork. And before paperwork, there's a conversation between the artist and the producer and people involved about what is agreed upon. Before the contract, do you advise a cohesive, collaborative understanding about what your contribution is to the music that you're doing before you get started, as opposed to working it out at the end, which normally gets a lot of convoluted? So what true advice when it comes to contract? Before you sign a paperwork, you have a contract when you're putting the music together. Make sure that's right. What advice would you give those artists to ensure that they are properly following the steps needed to get there?
Thank you. I would suggest, first and foremost, even if it's verbal and you've had a discussion about what percentages are going to be divided, what people are doing, it is of the utmost importance to have that in writing. It doesn't have to be a formal contract in the beginning, but whatever is verbalized should be in writing, and it should be signed by all parties involved. That way you're covering yourself when you get to the main contract that covers the entire project. But you should definitely have something in writing that is signed by all parties, and everybody should have a copy of that with the signatures. So I would advise, don't just go on word of mouth and verbal communication. It should be written, and signatures should be executed on those documents. So even before you get to contract stage, that's what you should do.
There's a huge word, and I thank you very much for that answer, and I think that falls into a word that most people will become more familiar with, transparency.
Yes.
Absolutely. That means that everybody knows what's going on, as opposed to one magic person making miraculous deals that involves no one can destroy an artist who is very talented career and put him in a slump that would hide his music forever. So I advise all those people to take heed and look for those contracts. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Any other questions out there on that particular topic as far as your music registration is concerned? Any question, artists? Errol, you have a question? Please grab the mic.
I have another question, if you don't mind me asking.
Sure.
In artist writing and music, and when it comes to the creative nature, some artists tend to want to get familiar with somebody else's jingle, then put that jingle in their head, and then that jingle becomes 50% more of what your initial music was. And they don't understand sometimes you're taking somebody's music who's going to come down the line and tie up your money for 10 or 15 years before you get it, and it's just as destructive as you not signing the paperwork. What do you advise when it comes to writing, creating, finding the niche, and going over or above to find the broader reaches of finding music now? Because it's hard. Everything comes from something, so it's hard to be original, so to say. What would you advise those people for the thinking minds who want to go beyond now and find that unique song?
Well, 2 points. One, if you're writing the entire song with someone or 3 to 4 people, however many people are involved, and it's the track, the lyrics, the melody, everything being done within in-house, 4 people, 3 people, 2 people, whoever it is, we would have that discussion about what the divides are going to be at that time, depending on what your contribution is to the piece. 2, if you're getting a song from a publisher or someone else, you must agree on what the breakdown will be for, let's say, for example, you're provided with a track with no lyrics. It's coming from a publisher. You have to make sure that you determine what percentage the publisher is expecting, because you're going to have to sign something for that. Then the percentage is to be divided amongst writers that are going to participate on that particular track. I hope I'm answering your question. And so I find that to be very important. So if you're not writing it from the ground up, including the track, the lyrics, the melody, I would suggest that you definitely get those percentages down with publishing, with whoever you're going to be receiving music from before you start recording it. Because if you record it and then they don't agree on the percentages, you won't be able to release it. You won't be able to do anything with it. So you've wasted studio time, and a lot of other things have happened. Your creativity, everything's happened, and you're not able to capitalize on that. So I think that could be a problem down the road if you don't get that worked out in the beginning. So thank you very much. You're welcome.
Okay. Any other question, you guys? Where's the mic? We have some other questions.
Yeah, I wanted to ask
well,
you.
You can use this mic. Okay.
I wanted to ask you in terms of sampling, artist sampling. How does ASCAP deal with sampling in terms of royalties, in terms of the artists that they're sampling? How does that work?
Well, actually, there's a mathematical way to deal with that. It's chosen by the number of bars that are being sampled. If it goes over a certain, and I don't have the number available with me right now, but it's not that much. If you go over, say, 3 bars of sampled music, you're going to have to give credit, and you will have to pay for usage of that music. So it's like a licensing fee. Plus the writers will have to be given credit on the recording. So those percentages, however the music is broken down, if it's on an album and it sells X amount of copies, those percentages will have to be split with the original writers of the sample material if you go over that number of bars of music, whoever that is that you may be sampling.
Another thing too, there is a Belizean company named Stone Tree that is trying to find all the masters of Belizean artists that did bands from the 1960s and 70s. But he says he wants to license them. He don't want control. So he has been asking me to see if I can find all those Belizean artists. He sent me a whole musicography, right?
Yes.
Of all these songs. He says, can you find these masters? He works with Warner Brothers. He's teaming up with Warner Brothers. But certain artists are saying, man, watch that, because he's trying to exploit. But he says, I don't want control of the masters. I want the license. What does that mean?
Well, actually, to license it, you have to own it. So he can't license something he doesn't own. You can only license what is yours. For example, if my sister Nicole has a song, and we've done several commercials like Mattress Firm or whatever, and they come to us, and they license from us because it's ours. If it belonged to someone else, or there was every writer and on that particular song is the one, unless they've signed over administrative rights, they're the ones that control the administration of that song. So if it is to be licensed, it has to be licensed by the owner. It cannot be licensed by anyone else other than the owner of the music. So if Warner bought the music, then they own it. That would make the difference.
Would that be a breakdown, though, in terms of a contract like that with the Belizean artists or bands that they are licensing? There should be some kind of monetary gain for them in terms of that, though. Is it a real bad deal, per se?
There should be, but I would be very cautious.
Very cautious of that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you so much.
there's another question that Patrick have online for us.
Well, it's pretty much.
Was it that?
Well, yeah, I think you touched on that question, and it had to do with writer's share and publisher's share. And so if you wrote a song and then you have a publishing deal where the publisher owns, say, 50% or whatever the percentage is, and I think that was the question, how does that breakdown happens, but it's basically in contract.
And I actually have something to say about that. With regard to publishing, I think all of the artists here in this room, at this point in your careers, you should self-publish. Don't, unless you're going to make a lot of money from selling your publishing to someone else, self-publish. Get your membership with ASCAP or BMI, become the publisher, start a publishing company. It's very easy to do, and become a writer. So you get your writers and your publishing. You can do direct deposit. It goes right into your bank account. It does not have to go to a middleman. If any suggestion I can give you right now is do not use a publisher unless they're really offering you something very lucrative, because most of them really are looking out for themselves. I mean, if you want me to just put it out like that, that's what they're doing. So be your own publisher right now. And you'll find that it works. 'Cause, I mean, I'm my own publisher. I don't have a publisher. I have a publishing company. And most of the artists I work with do also. And I can't stress that enough. You have to be very careful. The music industry is very cutthroat, and it's not for a time for you to let your guard down on certain parameters of things that you need to be watching out for. So most people won't tell you that because they stand to make something from it. But I'm here to tell you, don't do that. If you can, be your own publisher.
So there was another question that was sent in, and I probably know the answer to that, but I'll let you give it. For instance, if you have more than one writers on a song, and let's say one is registered with BMI and the other one isn't. Now, as far as your royalties is concerned, the person that's not registered, I mean, the question was, do they get paid? So I'll let you answer that.
I can answer this very well. My sister is with BMI. I'm with ASCAP. Why do we do that? 2 reasons. Number one, when they have events or things are coming up and we want to be involved in everything, I get an invite to something for ASCAP, I invite my sister to come with me. If she gets invited to something at BMI, she invites me to come with her, and we double team. That's how you really have to do, manage things. So in saying that, she's with BMI, I'm with ASCAP. We write on some of the same projects. We both receive money from our specific agencies, one from BMI and one from ASCAP. They pay generally around the same time, and it's about 90 days behind. So whatever I make in the first quarter of 2019, from January to March 31st, I'll receive by June 30th usually. So it's always like 3 months behind that you get your payments. But I just think that you all should register with either of those, and they do pay. I can attest to that, and they have tracking for you, so you can track everything online. You know where your stuff is getting played. You know what stations are playing it. You know what movies, like we have some stuff in the movies, so we know when those movies have been aired, and because it shows you a complete breakdown of what you're making for each individual thing. So if we have 700,000 Spotify spins, then it shows the 700,000, and it tells you what songs they were and the amount. So I think it's important to know that you will collect, and people can be from BMI and ASCAP and be on the same song.
Any other question out there, you guys? Ernie? Fitness in the house.
I got a question for the gentleman. You do music, you said. What type of music do you have and do you do? And do you have samples of it that we can hear?
Well, I do pop R&B for the most part, and I work, as I was saying before, with my sister. We have a recording company, which is outside of the foundation. And you probably, if you want to hear samples, you could go to her website at Nicole.com. That's Nikkole.com. And she's a top 10 Billboard recording artist. We're working on a new album right now with Mr. Leon Silvers that will be out next year. And we're really excited about that. We're also working with Ray Parker Jr. and it's going to be amazing. I'm very excited about what we're getting out of the studio right now.
Wow. Any other question, guys? Miss behind you, Clyde, please.
His contact information, please. His contact information.
My contact information? You can reach me. You want my email? I can give you that, or the website.
Anything.
Email is Wallace, WALLACE, at livethedreamtour.org. That's my email. And the website is livethedreamtour.org too, so you can find me there as well.
Any other question? Any question? Farhan? Butzi?
Just a quick note on ownership, because we touched on that a little bit. I just want to emphasize to our artists and creators to make sure that your music is registered. We talked about getting the monetizing of that music, and we talked about ownership. And once you make a piece, if you don't register it, no one knows who owns it. And this is how you get informed about, okay, someone wants to license your music. The way they know whose music it is, they go to the registry, correct? And they look it up. And then they'll see your name and all your information. Then you will be contacted to see if you want to issue a license for someone to use that music. And this is how you get paid.
And I have one more thing on registration. Actually, I want to ask a question of the artist in the room. Do you guys take care of your copyrights? Who does that for you? So copyrights are done. That's very important. That's step number one, is getting the copyright. That's the first thing. So just make sure your material's copywritten so no one can steal it. Because that's very important that you do that before it's out in public. You need to make sure that that's submitted.
Okay, you guys, so with all this information you guys are getting, we also have a team for 2019 that will be there for you guys with all the information. It's called BMEG. I'm going to put it out there right now. BMEG is out there, and right now Mr. Wallace is on board with BMEG. And
tell him what that means?
So Elaine is going to give you a little bit of information on what BMEG is. Okay. And we have a team of very knowledgeable men and women that will be working with the artists, Belizean community. So we can get international music in stuff like this, you know, in his tour and all that stuff. We want our Belizean artists up in there. It's major.
And I'm excited to welcome everyone to our program. So
Elaine, give them a little update as far as BMEG and what that is all about.
Oh, BMEG, yeah. So BMEG, Belize Music Entertainment Group, is what it is. And we have been kicking it around for years. I think it's Lerna's baby. And one of the things, just because, once again, I keep emphasizing this, how impartial we are to the musicians and the artists. And it's just to make sure that they are informed, things are licensed, registered, make sure they're monetized, everything, and also being able to be publicized, you know, learning when and if you need a publicist, learning what type of platforms that you want to make sure that you use as a streaming service. Like Wallace mentioned earlier, they all pay different royalty fees. So we just making sure that all those things are in place, make sure all those things are done, making sure that there's quality recording at all times, quality visuals at all times. One of the things that we want to talk about is making sure that you have a unique website. And there's a reason. There's all these social media platforms, right? But there's a reason why an artist needs to have his own website.
Right.
And Wallace, you may agree with me, you have to have your own identity. There's a lot more things as far as searching and the Google search and all that stuff that they can find you. So on, you know, on like the social media platform. So it's very important to have your own website, your own identity, and, you know, all that good stuff. So BMIG is going to be able to assist and be able to point you guys in some of the right direction to some of the qualified people like producers, and if you guys need videos and any type of legal assistance in terms of making sure that contracts are done properly. So we want to be able to be there for you, so you can, you know, be the point guards, if you will.
So and within BMAG we have web design. Mr. Will Johnson will be on board. Of course, all the technical, all that stuff. We have folks like that, and Mr. Belide Morris and Mr. Phil Smart. We have knowledgeable people for every department that's necessary. Will be right in our circle. We got to start working together, share information, teach, and the main thing, and also teach individual and get our Belizean music, culture, and all that out there into the world. So, on
a quick note, I heard that one of or what we consider very famous Belizean artists was excited about getting registered with BMI, and it was a very happy and exciting thing for this artist. And I'm thinking more so that we want to make sure that this happened early on in the game as opposed to later on. So we want to make sure you guys can get paid to perform your own music.
Right.
You can come in here and sing your song and be paid for it if you have it registered properly. Pay for your own song. Just perform it and get paid.
Right. Any more question out there? Because we want to take the last couple of minutes so that we can enjoy some music and some toast. Before we get kicked off of Radio Belizemix. It's almost 3 o'clock already and the fun just began. Oh my goodness. So is there anything else out there? Any more questions? He will be here for a little bit. So if you guys have any additional questions, you guys can mingle, ask questions, exchange information. Okay? Any other question for Mr. Wallace? Hey! My famous designer that makes us beautiful and elegant flares in the house, Miss Josephine Fox. Yes. Yes. You have a question? Can you give that to her, please?
Wallace.
Mr. Wallace?
Wallace.
Wallace Hall.
Wallace,
Like
Wallace
mama.
Hall, yes. Like, say it again?
Like my mom last name, Hall.
Oh, Hall. The website, how to get in contact with you?
The website is livethedreamtour.org.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Nicole, any question? No? Bootsy, any question? All right, we're going to move on.
I have one thing left to say and ask.
Mr. Clyde Gillis,
yes,
of course.
As always, I wanted to address that when it comes to creativity and artists are really involved in being the best that they possibly can. And then they team up with a team and they have no paperwork, no contract, and they start utilizing the facility of the team, and they come up with a beautiful hit song. And all of a sudden the song gets heard by someone else. And then the artist that performed the song at the team house or production is no longer around because he got signed but nobody else knew. So in pre-production and developing music with a production company that might not be there in the long haul to your artist deal, what the advice do you have to give to those people who may try to be jump ship artists and not do it right and break the chord?
once again, an agreement needs to be in place for preliminaries. So, for example, anything that you're doing in order to advance the artists advancing themselves, perhaps to another label or to another production company, something needs to be in place with the previous team that they're working with so that they're fairly compensated for whatever contributions they made for their advancement to the next level.
Right, so.
And if somebody wants you to sign something, before you do something, that's where you need a team.
I would suggest, before signing anything, that if you don't understand it, you need some legal advice to make sure that it's understood before signing anything. But if you're working with a team, it's really good to have some document in place. It doesn't have to be anything. It could be a deal memo, something simple, not a complicated 14, 15-page contract. That's not necessary.
Well, that is something that we get a lot from artists because they don't read that contract and they just tell them sign here, sign there, and they don't know exactly what they're signing. So a lot of them will come to you and say, I had a deal, but. So it's always a sour story with a lot of artists. They get jammed with these contracts and they don't have someone with them when they do these things that's knowledgeable. So we don't want that to happen anymore, guys. We're going to have to find the solution to all these problems that we have going on. We're not going to blame the other guy. I want the support to each other as far as artists. Everyone get the right information. And if we can help each other, let's do that. That's where we are with the artist thing. I'm tired. I don't want no more complaints. We're going to bring information, you know. We're going to bring information, and we're not going to blame the other guy. We're not going to say we don't like that other guy. We want to support each other. And one big thing, though, you guys going to have to be open for critique. And you're going to have to listen when someone is talking to you that knows more about what's going on. So that is one thing I ask when we get with each other. Let's just listen. Listen. All right, so if there's no more question, can you guys start some champagne glasses or eggnog glass and all that stuff? And is there any other question? I got one message over there, and I need to see how the foundation is doing over there before we sign off. So can you give her the mic for me over there? Oh, hold on. Is there any other question before I let Wallace off my hot seat? I guess they're good with you. I know we will do that. Do you have any other delivery before we close out? That's it? That's it? Okay, ladies, gentlemen, Mr. Wallace is in the house and he's here with us on I Wake Up Like This. Hey, Stella. Stella.
It's Saturday. You can feel the energy. Yes, there's a party about to get started. Belize celebrate. Caribbean people. It's like a reunion. One big family.
All right, I wake up like this. You wake up like that.
I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that.
Cousin Kareem in the house.
You wake up like that.
Mr. Garden. Come on, hot seat. Let them see you. I want the world to see you. Come on. Come on. Come on, back. I'm coming back. Come on, Levine. Come on, Marcus. You gotta holla.
sigue doligidala, boy. That way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Abare katino, alagua, 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 ala mama ya, hala halagu, hala mama ya, hala halagu, ala, 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 ala. Girl, you the papaya, oh girl, you the papaya, girl, you the papaya, oh girl, you the papaya, ala, 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 ala. Sigue doligidala, sigue doligidala, boy. Sigue doligidala, sigue doligidala, boy. Ala, 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 ala. Afro puta.
serving the Belizean community around the world.
What about St. Mike?
is fun, you guys. Time sure does fly.
That's a little taste of DJ Will right there.
Oh.
Yeah, when I'm in the party, you're gonna
He's
party.
also a DJ, don't forget. Radio jockey, DJ, I wake up so. Everything he is. Give me, hello, hello, hello. One moment, you guys. Just a little announcement here. We have someone on my hot seat. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Cynthia Lewis. I'm representing the Garifuna Museum of Los Angeles. Come to Gamola. It's in Los Angeles on 1517 West 48th Street, Los Angeles. We represent the Garifuna culture there. I want to say that I wake up like this, and that there is a lot of, a huge presence of Garifuna in Belize. We have many villages. We have 72 villages worldwide. So we're representing that. So everyone is welcome to come and learn of our culture, that we have never been enslaved. So come to Gamola.
Gamola?
Gamola, Garifuna Museum of Los Angeles.
And you guys, I went over there. You got to go and learn that culture. There's a lot of visual stuff, plus the educator with her and
Ruben Reyes. He's our founder.
Ruben Reyes was in the house. I mean, go get that education over there. Visit it, please.
Please.
And the address once again
is 1517 West 48th Street, Los Angeles. We have a library. We have beautiful pictures. We have artifacts. Come to Gamola. Check us out.
All right, you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Merry Christmas.
You have a question? Question?
I can't hear
You actually what?
Well, I was going to say that I have to come over there because I have to confess.
I have to confess.
I have to confess that, you know, I'm not as educated on the culture as I think I should be. And I just had that conversation recently.
All right.
And I think it's a little ashamed of me. I guess I'm not going to speak for anybody else, you know, for us to be as one and from the same country and, you know, and not knowledgeable about that culture. So I definitely have to make sure that I show up there. And I have my granddaughter who knows nothing about Belize just by reading and doing classes. She knows more about it than I do, and I have to confess that. So I'm definitely coming.
There's a lot of us like that, so don't feel bad.
Even though
go get the education.
Even though it's originated in Honduras, Belize is the Garifuna cultural capital. Amen. So please come.
Okay, and the address once again?
1517 West 48th Street, Los Angeles, California.
You must visit. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again. All right, guys, we're going to give the shout out online. Online folks are still online with us. Diana Lewis Bennett, we thank you. Mr. Errol Gillett, you're still online. Thank you. Beverly Price, we thank you for staying with us. Miss Joan Greenwood in the house. Karen Lloyd Walker and Maura Thompson, Beverly Price, Isa Coleman, Teresa Flowers, and so many other. Maria is online, tuning in from Belize. In the house, I have my niece, Stephanie Smith, in the house. Welcome. Anybody else I haven't acknowledged today? I do love everyone. You want to come say something? All right, Jay Tasha, of course. Very helpful. Ladies, gentlemen, Hatterville. I'm in the house, your Hatterville sister. All right, you guys. I think we came to the end of our program. We're going to play a little music, eat, drink, and be happy. Ladies, gentlemen, world, it's Queen Lorna. I wake up like this.
All the vibes so nice, so we are rolling to the left. The gal them are rolling to the right. Y'all sit down on it, bounce on it. You're the tick, follow.
They rolling, rolling, rolling. Watch the gal rolling.
and gal they know fi roll it. They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch waistline roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it.
Watch the gal them a roll, they roll, they roll them waist gently down the stream. Gal merry, 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 merry. Gal the wine so sweet. Gal roll, the roll, the roll the waist. Don't got it sweet. Gal merry, merry, merry. Gal the walk so sweet. Yo, heights of vibes, sweet baby. Yeah, what ya? We make hits, hits. Go.
They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch the gal they roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it. They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch waistline roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it.
Gal roll, 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 roll for your man. Wine, 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 wine for your man. Gal roll, 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 roll for your man. Wine, 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 wine for your man. Gal roll, 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 roll for your man. Wine, 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 wine for your man. Gal roll, 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 roll for your man. Wine, 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 wine for your man.
They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch the gal they roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it. They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch waistline roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it.
Watch the gal them a rolling to the left. The gal them a rolling to the right. Watch a one gal wine pon it, sit on pon it. All the vibes so nice, so we are rolling to the left. The gal them a rolling to the right. Gal sit on pon it, bounce pon it. You're the thing, turn up.
They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch the gal they roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi roll it. They roll it, roll it, roll it. Watch waistline roll it. I like to see your Belizean gal they know fi